Coming up on this episode, we debate friend or foe. It's your fishy friends, the ones with the big teeth and the scary fins. It's sharks. We're talking sharks this week, and things about sharks. It's going to be about sharks. Up for debate tonight, sharks. This is Up for Debate, episode number 119, recorded July 26, 2018. Chum in the waters. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Up for Debate, the debate podcast, where the two hosts agree on everything. I'm Sean Jennings, joined as always by our friendly predator in the deep, Mr. Matt Mariani. Hello, Matt.
How are you doing, Mr. Sean? Sean the Shark.
I'll take it.
Boom.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about sharks for the intro part, so I kind of just said sharks a lot. I don't think anyone's going to notice.
Sean, did you know that sharks do not have any bones in their body?
I did. They're made of cartilage.
Boneless.
Yeah.
Indeed. So when a shark dies, apparently, like, the salt water just dissolves it completely, like its whole body.
Eco-friendly.
Except for
the bones.
Well, it doesn't have bones unless you count its teeth.
Oh, that's where...
Except for the teeth. The teeth are the only part of the shark that remain after they die.
I always wondered where sharks' teeth came from. Never had any idea. Turns out sharks.
Oh, the dead sharks.
Who knew?
Or the shark dentist.
The shark dentist. Well, they do have a lot of teeth.
They do. How do you think they keep them all clean?
The shark dentist.
That's right.
That's
shark
right.
dentist.
The shark dentist. Dr. Shark. Dentist. Matt, today's episode's all about sharks. Before we get into sharks, can I ask you a completely unrelated non sequitur question?
I guess so, yeah. Go for it.
I mean,
why not?
We might have talked about this on a previous episode, and so correct me if I have. But, Matt, I have gotten really into something new in my life. No, It's not a cult where you're cryogenically frozen.
Okay.
It's a new hobby of mine that's very exciting. Every week, I'm getting into it. Muffins.
Spelunk. What?
Muffins, Matt. Muffins. I have really gotten psyched up about muffins. Okay?
That's cool. Okay.
And I don't even eat them for breakfast, okay? I like a good... What I actually literally say out loud to myself as I'm eating them, primetime muffin.
Primetime muffins.
My post-dinner snack muffin. Not very healthy, but very tasty.
Are you shilling for a muffin company right now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, my new muffin company, Primetime Muffins.
Did they buy us? Primetime Muffins bought us?
Yeah, sponsored content from
We're
Primetime
in the pocket of Big Muffin now?
Yeah, you know it. Hey, I'll show for muffins all day. But as I'm eating, I'm trying all these different flavors of muffins. And I don't know, Matt, which is the best flavor of muffin. And I said, you know who would know the answer to this?
Yes.
Betty Crocker, but she was unavailable because she doesn't exist.
Right. I know. I see where you're going with this, Sean. You want me to recommend a muffin flavor and to confirm, in fact, what the best muffin of all time is? It would be the orange muffin. No brainer.
You know, Matt, I've known...
Orange muffin.
Matt, how many years have I known you?
Nearly
10.
Yeah.
Nearly, let's say 10 years, okay? I've known you for 10 years. You would think at some point I would stop being surprised by the things you say.
The orange muffin is fantastic, Sean.
I've never even seen an orange muffin.
God, it's so
Where do you get orange muffins?
Do me a favor. Write this down in your phone, okay? Get your phone out. Where's your phone?
Okay, I got it right here.
Okay. I want you to go to the reminders.
Okay.
I want you to set yourself for a reminder.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, say like 10 a.m., okay? Buy orange muffins.
Where do you get orange
muffins? Where do you get them?
Matt, I've been to tons of supermarkets. No, they don't.
They have orange muffins. Have you ever been in the bakery section of a supermarket?
No, Matt. I've never been in the bakery section of a supermarket. I buy my muffins on the street like a normal person. No, of course I've seen I've seen a million flavors of muffins. I've seen lemon and cranberry and poppy seed and corn. God damn it! But I've never seen orange.
How have you never seen an orange muffin? Orange muffins are fucking incredible.
Is this like a Virginia thing?
No, I had them in my youth. Growing up.
Is it a New York thing?
Maybe. To tell you the truth, I haven't encountered them outside of New York. Maybe it is a New York. That'd be a very weird New York thing to do. Orange muffins is like...
Yeah, it's like a Florida thing where oranges are from.
Sure, that's what... Yeah, but I would keep your eyes open next time you're in a store. See if they have orange muffins. Buy one. They are the best muffin you'll ever have.
This is why I come to you, Matt.
Second would have to be chocolate chip.
See now,
Or you know what? Have you ever had a French toast muffin?
ooh, French toast muffins are good. I'm into French toast
Very
muffins.
good.
Better than a
They're
cinnamon
very
chip
good.
muffin.
Yes, hands down.
But now, do you like a warm muffin or a room temp / cold muffin?
Depends. I'd say I definitely prefer a warm muffin, but I realize that the occasions when I will get a warm muffin are kind of few and far between. Because usually you get like muffins are a common like work snack, or like if they order any kind of breakfast at work, that's what you're gonna get. Kind of kind of food.
Mm-hmm.
So I take them as I get them. But if I have time to sit down and warm up a muffin, then yeah, I prefer them warm for sure.
See, I don't really care for warm muffins. The only time I eat a warm muffin is you got to go to a diner, have them cut the muffin in half, throw it on the flat top. You grill it. You got to grill the muffin. You ever do this, Matt?
No, I've
Okay.
never done this. This doesn't sound normal.
Oh my God, Matt, you've got to do this. But you need I guess you can do it in a pan at home, but it's more fun where you get the big griddle where they're cooking the eggs and the bacon, and you say grill the muffin. They cut it in half, put it face down. It gets all crispy and buttery and brown, and it's only crispy on that one side, so you get the crispy, but it's also soft. Oh man, a grilled muffin, insane.
That sounds really good.
You cannot beat it.
Actually. I've never thought to ask to have my muffin grilled, and I think that maybe even asking that question, I just something I never thought of, but you've enlightened me.
Yeah, very good. And also the best flavor of muffin is blueberry.
So overrated.
It's not though, but that's the thing.
Such
That's
an
the
overrated
thing.
flavor.
Matt, I will have 10 different kinds of muffins, and then I will circle back to blueberry, and it's still fantastic.
Yeah, I prefer cranberry, to be honest.
Oh,
cranberry's a pretty cranberry.
Boo.
Cranberry is an underrated muffin.
It is
Blueberry, no. I don't know. At least we can agree that the poppy seed muffins suck.
I think corn is probably the worst.
Corn is really, it's really disappointing. In the world of muffins.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
try an orange muffin. It'll change. I can tell right now. It will change your
Matt,
life.
I
Best muffin you'll ever have.
personally promise you, with my guarantee, if I ever in my life see an orange muffin, I will stop everything, purchase it, and eat it. And then I will text you and tell you how it was.
It's worth it.
Deal.
It's worth doing.
Deal. Matt, if people out there, if you have a pick for favorite muffins, what's a hashtag they can use? Tweet at us at UpForDebateTV. Use the hashtag
Grill muffins, because that's what you talked about, your grilled muffin experience.
I'm good with that. Use that hashtag.
Orange muffin.
Hashtag muffin top. Hashtag stuffin' muffins.
Stuffin'. I like that one. Hashtag stuffin' muffins it is.
Yeah. Now, Matt, we didn't come here to talk about muffins. I did, but we didn't come here to talk about muffins. We're here to talk about really the muffins of the ocean.
Yes.
Sharks.
The muffins of the ocean. The shark. Yep.
Now, Matt, why did you want to talk about sharks this week?
You
literally, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, you literally didn't believe me when I said, yeah, we can talk about sharks.
I definitely thought there would be a lot more of a discussion, or you would try to stop me, talk me out of it. But
yeah.
Well, I mean, we've talked about crazier, more outlandish things on this show, and I figured this week is in fact Shark Week. Okay, the date that we all set our watches to. It's almost over, actually. This is coming up on the tail end of Shark Week.
It's been a fin time.
I thought it was getting a little long in the tooth.
I don't have another one.
That's okay. These puns aren't very great white to begin with. Do you know where that expression, by the way, long in the tooth, where that comes from? I'm going to escape from this.
That should have been on our idioms episode. That's a great one.
Yeah, I actually had to look it up because I'll be honest with our listeners at home. I was planning to use that pun at some point. I guess it's not really a pun. It's an idiom. Yeah. I was going to throw it out there at some point in the show. So I looked it up ahead of time. You know where it comes from?
Where?
Apparently it comes from not sharks, but the sharks of the land also known as land sharks, also known as horses.
Ah, of course.
Horses. Horses' teeth, unlike human teeth, continue to grow with age. They wear down with use, but changes in the characteristic of the teeth over time make it possible for you to make a rough estimate of a horse's age by just examining them. So when a horse got along in the tooth, you knew that it was getting old or played out.
Very interesting. It's the same semi-origin as "Don't look a gift horse in the mouth," because when someone we talked about this in the idioms episode, when someone would give a horse as a gift, it would be rude to look at the teeth because that would say, "I don't trust you're saying it's as old as it actually is."
That's right. Good connection there.
Very nice.
Good connection. Look at us.
I did not know that. Long in the tooth.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
Not about sharks. Okay.
So, back to sharks.
Yeah.
What is your favorite type of shark, Sean?
Matt,
do you have a favorite type of shark?
Matt, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Okay. There are lots of things. We've done 119 of these episodes. I'm a pretty opinionated guy. Okay. There are lots of things in the world I love and lots of things in the world I hate. And almost everything in this planet, I have some sort of opinion on. Good, bad, neutral, doesn't matter. I have an opinion on them. I think that's a known fact. I literally have no thoughts or opinions or knowledge or even really interest in sharks. I've never seen a Shark Week program or a shark program in general. I've never researched sharks. I've never studied sharks. I don't ever think about sharks. So this episode will be a fun one because I literally couldn't. They live in the ocean.
I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make this episode about trying to find your favorite shark.
Are there that many?
There are so many species. How many species of sharks? There are approximately, let's go to our fact sheet.
Wikipedia says more than 470.
Boom. Yeah, I believe it. There's a lot of different species, and there's many that haven't even been discovered by humans yet.
Now, I will say, I do have one opinion on sharks, and maybe we don't want to start with it.
Okay. You don't want to go swimming with them?
No. My opinion, I think sharks have a bum rap, and I don't think it's fair.
That is actually true, yeah.
Because the one part I did research before the show was shark attacks, because that's what most people know sharks for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that they're dangerous and Jaws and Deep Blue Sea and these sorts of things. But sharks really actually aren't that dangerous in general.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a common misconception about sharks. They're definitely dangerous.
They can be.
They can be. They have the
potential.
The propensity to be dangerous. However, they are definitely not they're not this like human man-eater that you were basically like brought up to believe they were.
Well, the average number of fatalities worldwide per year between 2001 and 2006 from unprovoked shark attacks is 4.3, and only about 4 shark species are involved in a significant number of fatal unprovoked attacks: the great white, the oceanic white-tip, the tiger, and the bull shark. So the vast majority of sharks not only don't attack people, but are generally scared of people.
Yes. That's what I was going to say next, is that most of the sharks that you would encounter if you were in the ocean would most likely try to avoid you. The times when people are attacked, usually they're finding it's the sharks do what's called exploratory biting, which is
that's what I do around those muffins.
Yes, indeed. Like when you encounter an orange muffin. It would be like if you were to encounter an orange muffin, Sean, but you didn't have a keen sense of eyesight. You only had a very strong sense of smell, right? And taste. So what you would do is you would sniff around your kitchen, trying to, locate some food, and then your nose would lead you to your pantry, where your delicious orange muffin would just be sitting there, floating on top of the pantry like a human would be on the ocean. And in order to experience the muffin, you got to take a bite of it. So they would be like, oh, that smells kind of interesting. Let's find out more about this.
But it turns out it's actually you wearing your signature orange cologne.
That's right. Which I wear every day because I love orange muffins that much.
Well, really, Matt, the ladies love orange muffins.
And who doesn't? You can't blame them. They're irresistible. Uh, so so yeah, that's what sharks do when they're in the ocean. They take exploratory bites. Very rarely do they actually eat whatever. Like if they bite into a human, they'll usually like once the human starts fighting back and they realize that this thing is not like a sea lion or fish or whatever it was trying to eat in the first place, it'll like kind of go away.
Right.
It'll be like put off by it. Um, However, the bites are extreme and very very brutal. As a matter of fact, I don't recommend googling shark bite.
Oh,
That was a
I'm
bad
gonna go
idea.
Google that.
Go for it. I just told you I'm warning the folks at home more than Sean. As Sean will probably attest momentarily, shark bites look pretty
I
bad.
think most of these are photoshopped. I'm on Google Images. I'm extremely suspicious. They look too good. They look like
They look too good.
movies. The thing is, sharks do kind of have movie teeth.
They do. Oh, they totally do. Yeah. I mean, that's why Jaws was such a
It's so hard to tell with
popular
all this
film.
fake news, you know?
It's very true. It's
You know,
very.
they're out
You can't
slandering
really trust anything anymore.
this Russian propaganda effort against sharks.
That's right. Trying to frame sharks out there.
To defeat dolphins. I don't know who they're running against. Anyway,
Yeah.
this metaphor is strained. But Matt, I don't want to just talk about the bummer parts of sharks. I want to talk about the cool parts of sharks. What can you tell me about sharks that's awesome?
Um, well, what's actually pretty cool is that something that I remember learning back in the day. By the way, I was very interested in sharks as a child. I don't know if you know that, but
I did not.
sharks kind of can't remember if sharks gave way to dinosaurs or if dinosaurs gave way to sharks when I was like in like second or third grade. I don't know. I was very much there was a period in my life when I was all about sharks, learning about sharks. And one of the interesting facts that I remember learning about, and I'm trying to find the exact thing. Okay, so sharks can never stop swimming. Even when they sleep, they still have to swim. Um, they don't sleep. Isn't that crazy?
That's not true.
Sharks never sleep.
That's not true, Matt. That's a myth.
Although several species of shark. Wait, what?
Boom.
Wait a minute.
Boom. No, what it is, Matt,
Wait a minute.
is there are two types of Matt. There are two.
The book that I read when I was 5 years old is wrong.
It's fake history.
I swear to you, it's fake history.
Well,
that book told me that sharks never sleep.
But it's not. It's not completely made up. So what it is they're sharks with two types of respiratory systems, right? Yeah. One is like a normal fish, and they kind of suck air in through the gills and they blow it out. Just they breathe underwater, whatever. Okay, not gonna get to. But there's another type of shark where they get the air from the water by the water goes through their gills as they swim. That's what causes the water to go through it.
Okay, so that was the fact. Yeah, because if you were to like pull a shark backwards, it would basically die.
Well,
it would like drown.
No, that's not true. It's kind of like you, Matt. It's like, you know how you have to breathe to live? Like, you can hold your breath for a few minutes.
Sure.
You know, it's not like if I blew a bunch of air into your mouth, it's not like you would die. Sharks, yes, they do have to keep swimming, but they can stop for a few minutes and they're not going to die.
So they would basically like choke momentarily.
Yeah, they would just sort of slow down and get tired, and then they would need more oxygen to breathe.
Okay, good. I remember reading that fact and being blown away by it, and now it turns out it's been debunked.
Yeah, Matt, a lot of the great shark rumors have been debunked.
Yeah.
But Matt, have you ever heard that sharks can't get cancer?
No, I never heard that myth.
No. Well, it is one, but it is a myth. It's not true. Sharks can't get cancer. Or that sharks have brains the size of a walnut.
Never heard that one either.
It's also not true.
Also false?
Let's see. What other shark myths are there? I don't remember. There was a really good list. Apparently, I love this list. So this is oceana.org, sharks, myths versus facts, but the way they write these are fantastic. Myth, sharks are all the same. Like, is that really, do people say that sharks are all the same? That's not really a thing. It says right here, shark fins will grow back if they are cut off. Again, who is saying these things? That's definitely not true. Shark fins are flavorsome, nutritious, and offer medicinal properties.
That's got to be true.
No, it says shark fins offer no flavor or nutritional value. Well, that's your opinion.
Why do you put them in soup? Yeah.
How about this myth? Sharks have no predators. Like, who thinks of these things? Like, that's so not true.
Yeah. Native Americans in Florida used to use the teeth of great white sharks as arrowheads.
Is that a myth?
That's actually according to factretriever.com, that is a fact. And they also cited it.
Sounds like a legitimate website.
There's a citation attached to it, so I'm going to buy it. However, I didn't think there were great white sharks in Florida. I thought they were only native to, like, I know definitely Africa. Hang on, we're going on to the great white shark locations.
Yeah, well, they have them now. They put little GPS trackers on them. You can follow them around.
That's a good candidate to start with, Sean. The great white shark for your future.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna find my favorite sharks.
We are.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna Google best sharks and see what it says. Okay, what's so great about the great white, Matt?
Okay, so the cool facts about the great white. The great white is, of course, the shark that was featured in the movie Jaws.
Yep.
The species of shark. They're responsible for more attacks on humans than any other species of shark.
I like that.
Easily known as one of the most fearsome predators still alive today. In the water.
Yep.
Let's see. They actually live and hunt on the coast of every continent in the world except for Antarctica. However, they generally prefer to live in cooler waters, ranging between 54 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, Matt. I don't know if this can be my favorite shark.
I'm gonna keep going
because I think it's a little obvious, and I think it's a little too tough. I think it's a little too tough. I don't want it's like I don't want the toughest animal. You know what I mean? Because then there's nowhere to go up, right? You're already at the top of the food chain. So I'm looking for something a little different.
Okay, that's understandable. Just so you know, we'll leave you with this fact: the largest great white shark ever discovered was approximately 26 feet long, more than half the length of an entire professional basketball court.
Well, how about Matt? Can I pitch you a shark?
Okay.
How about the whale shark?
Oh, the whale. Yeah, of course.
One of the largest,
Very
clocking in at more than 40 feet long and weighing up to 50,000 pounds. And they're fairly docile. They eat mostly plankton and other tiny fish that come into their mouths when they swim by with a big gulp.
Whale sharks are pretty cool. Like, I think if I had to choose one shark to swim next to or around,
you're gonna be safe. You're gonna be fine.
I think it'd probably be that one. That'd be a pretty cool one to that'd be a cool one to join. Let's see. Oh, these sharks give birth to live young.
That's pretty sweet.
Which is pretty cool.
I can't even do that. There are a lot of sharks.
Babies are called pups. They've actually got thousands of teeth, contrary to popular belief.
What is common belief on that?
However, each one is about the size of a match head. They're kind of like these little. You kind of even see them in their mouths. They're like little more like grooves. So.
How about...
the whale sharks are pretty cool.
How about the short fin mako shark?
But let's keep looking. We'll keep those in mind, the whale sharks. Because you know what? The thing about whale sharks is, at the end of the day, like they're cool, but if you want a shark with some like bite to it, right? Some kind of like really like
Yeah. Something that'll make me look cool when people ask me what my favorite shark is, and I
scary
tell them,
looking shark.
yeah. I know, Matt. What about, remember Left Shark
I do remember Left Shark, yeah.
from the Super Bowl? That could be my shark.
You could also pick the San Jose Sharks, who
Oh,
are
that,
the San Jose National Hockey League team.
yeah, or the 80s, the 1980s animated series Street Sharks.
Oh, those are cool too. Or Bernardo's Sharks, the gang from West Side Story.
So many options. I'm going to put up Left Shark here on the screen for the folks at home to enjoy. That was a hoot. That was a hoot and a half.
Left Shark. Whatever happened to him? You don't really see. I think we need Left Shark now more than ever.
He's retired into the meme Hall of Fame. They raised his banner up to the rafters and called it a day.
Personally, Sean, I'm going to jump ahead to explain my favorite shark out there.
I want to hear it.
Which shark do you think is my favorite shark?
What? I think it's those little gummy sharks that you get at the candy store.
No. I'm actually, contrary to popular belief, I'm not a big fan of the gummy sharks.
No, they're better gummies. If
They're
you're gonna do
all-
a gummy, don't do the. It's like the gummy root beer bottles or the don't do the gimmicky gummies. Stick with the
No.
bears. Stick with the worms.
Exactly.
Don't go crazy. No, Matt, I think you're going to go. I know you, right? You're going to go with an unusual pick. I don't think you're
Indeed.
going to pick the great white. And I think you're going to pick what I would say is the stupidest shark. And maybe I'm wrong.
You
Please tell me
figured it out.
you're not going to pick the hammerhead shark.
Yes, that is my,
It's so stupid.
that was my pick. I knew it.
Oh my god.
I knew you were. Yes,
It's
that is my favorite shark, the hammerhead. They're so cool, Sean. Look at them.
No,
It's
they're
like-
not.
It's like if God photoshopped a shark, like a shark body with like a stupid as fuck head.
It's
That
like
would
the
be what
shark.
hammerhead shark would
It's
be.
like the shark swam too fast into a pole and its face
Yeah.
got smashed in.
That's 100% what the hammerhead looks like. That is my favorite shark because it looks so weird. You can't even believe this is a real thing. This looks like
I don't
remember when
believe it's a real thing.
Did your librarian at school ever like take you guys to like a web page about the tree octopus?
That's a very specific thing. No.
Okay, so our librarian, I remember back in the day, showed us like the tree octopus, which like she was arguing was like a real creature and like it's an octopus that lives in a tree, but the whole thing turned out to be fake. It's to try to get you to be able to spot like fake news, basically. They created it. The whole website is a farce created to get kids to like read citations and make sure citations lead to real places. One of the things about the hammerhead shark that I just love is that it looks like it should be a fake shark. It should have its own website.
It's a
like,
bad Photoshop.
like the tree octopus. Yes,
And what I also like is that there are many varieties.
there are.
And they're all a little, I mean, they all have the thing where their faces are wide and their bodies are long, but they're all a little bit different. You know? They all got a little, each unique spin. There's the scoop head and the scalloped hammerhead and the wing head shark and the smooth hammerhead.
Bonnet head shark. Yeah. Yeah, I like the hammerhead.
Now, do you know why they have a hammerhead-like shape?
I'm sure it has something to do with their eyes because their eyes are on the end, right?
Well, actually,
Or
Matt,
maybe swimming. Does it help with their swimming?
they don't know. Scientists don't know. They guess. They guess it enhances the animal vision by positioning of the eyes mounted on the sides of the shark's distinctive hammerhead. It allows 360-degree vision in the vertical plane, meaning the animals can see above and below them at all times, which is bananas. The shape of the head was previously thought to help the shark find food, aiding in close quarters maneuverability and allowing sharp turning movement. However, the unusual structure of its vertebrae has been found to be instrumental in making the turns more so than the shape of its head. It could also be a sensory function. Like all sharks, hammerheads have electroreceptory sensory pores. The pores on the shark's head lead to sensory tubes, which detect electricity given off by other living creatures. By distributing those receptors over a wider area, like a larger radio antenna, hammerheads can sweep for prey more effectively with those big, ugly heads. So, okay. I mean, I think on paper they're cool, but I just look at a picture of one of them and you're like, that's so dumb. It looks like it reminds me of like Sloth from the Goonies, where it's just like,
yes,
there's something not right here.
But you just can't look away.
It's a doofy shark. That's crazy.
Hammerhead's favorite meal is stingrays.
Well, isn't it everybody's?
Yeah.
That is bonkers. Okay, good shark. Now, Matt,
Sure.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fan of any shark movies? There are lots of famous shark movies, of course. Deep Blue Sea, Jaws, Sharknado. Other one, what was the one? The 47 Meters Down that just came out a couple years ago. I think that was in one of our movie leagues. Open Water, The Reef, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus, Jaws 3D, Deep Blue Sea 2, Dino Shark. I mean, I can keep. You want me to keep going? I'll keep going.
Are you just naming all the sharks you've ever shark movies you've ever heard of?
No, I haven't heard of most of these. These are the ones on Wikipedia. The Shallows. Shark! Exclamation point.
What was the one where they were? What was the one where they're like in the water? Like it was recent, but not that recent. 25 feet deep or something. Whatever the hell.
47 Meters Down.
Yes, there you go.
With Mandy Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where they're in the shark cage, but it gets disconnected and it sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Yes. Yes.
And they got to find a way to escape.
That movie was awful.
Well, it made $61 million worldwide against a budget of $5 million, and a sequel, 48 Meters Down, is coming out next summer.
Okay, I'll look for that in the movie draft.
Your local Cineplex. Yeah, get psyched.
Gonna draft that movie. I've
never seen Jaws.
You've never seen Jaws?
I've never seen Jaws.
Oh, you're missing out. That's
maybe that's why I don't care about sharks, because I've never seen Jaws.
Well, there's a movie coming out. Speaking of shark movies, and now I'm of course forgetting the name of it, but Rainn Wilson is coming out with a shark movie. Have you heard about this one?
No.
Meg. The movie's called Meg.
Oh.
Jason Statham is going to be in it.
What? Why?
Action icon Jason Statham is set to star alongside Jessa McNamee. Also, The Office star alum Rainn Wilson is coming along for the ride.
Looking for that paycheck. So this movie it's Godzilla.
Basically, but with a shark.
That sucks.
I think it looks awesome. I'm ready to go see it. Meg. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it centers around the Megalodon, which is another shark that you should definitely Google if you want to just basically have some trouble sleeping tonight.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm focused on the movie. I'm not even thinking about the. This Jason Statham plays a diver who has encountered the monster before. He's called into action to help rescue the crew of a research submersible who's attacked by a 75-foot-long prehistoric shark. That's crazy.
75-foot-long shark. Megalodon shark.
It's directed by John Turteltaub, who you may know from such hard-hitting action films as Cool Runnings, National Treasure, and The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
This is just making me want to see it more. Those movies were great.
That's crazy.
Those movies were all fantastic movies.
Disney's The Kid. Bruce Willis. Phenomenon. Was that also Bruce
Sure.
Willis? No, that was Travolta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting distracted.
Pretty good.
Matt, I was going to say, have you ever seen the film Deep Blue Sea? The Samuel L. Jackson, LL Cool J shark attack film?
I have seen that one. Yep.
What
Fantastic.
I love about that movie is not the movie, but do you remember the LL Cool J song from the movie?
No.
Oh, it's great. Go watch the music video for this after we do the show. How does it go? Deepest, bluest, my head is like a shark's fin. Deepest, bluest, my head is like a... And like the music video, he's just jacked because he's LL Cool J, and just they splash water on him, and it's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Deepest, bluest, my head is like a shark's fin. And I'm like, what?
Man, LL Cool J.
Yeah, man.
That was a great movie, though. I do remember, of course, the famous scene where Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten by the shark.
That's right.
That was nuts. Yeah, and they have the underwater base, but the sharks break in.
Yeah, what were they doing testing that Alzheimer's medication on the sharks? Don't they know? That's the same thing that happened to the monkeys in Planet of the Apes. They should have been paying attention.
Also, Samuel L. Jackson died basically the same way he dies in Jurassic Park. He should have been paying attention.
Yep.
I actually don't know which movie came out first, though. Either way, he should have learned from the other one. Basically.
Big mistake.
But yeah, the Megalodon. That's a scary looking shark.
It's more of a dinosaur than a shark, though.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
Kinda
it was huge. It was a huge shark.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
There's a Wikipedia page called Species Endangered by Use as Food. Like the hammerhead shark and a bunch of other sharks, but also the Goliath frog, the spiny dogfish, the common box turtle, the Burmese star tortoise, the passenger pigeon. I just thought that was funny.
Cool J.
Yeah. Anyhow, Matt,
Check out the megamouth shark.
The megamouth?
Yeah, you want to talk about a weird looking shark?
Megamouth
Megamouth.
shark. That looks okay. That is fake. That's not real.
That's real.
No goddamn way.
The megamouth shark is a real shark. It's a weird looking shark. Real weird looking. Actually, a pretty recently discovered shark. They didn't even know about this one when I was a shark loving kid. Oh, wait, no, it was discovered in 1976. I've just never heard of it.
Well, apparently they're very common. Well, they're not threatened anyway. They're rarely seen.
Yes.
It swims with its enormous mouth wide open, filtering water for plankton and jellyfish.
According to this website, there have only been approximately 55 confirmed sightings.
And just like Kim Kardashian, this sentence, it is distinctive for its large head with rubbery lips.
Wow.
Yeah, you burned, Kim Kardashian.
Shots.
Up for debate, coming for your ass.
Wow. Yeah, this is a big shark. Maximum size is at least 17 feet.
Wow. Now, Matt, would you go swimming with sharks? Someone offered you the opportunity?
If someone offered me the opportunity, it would depend on what kind of sharks. I would definitely never go swimming with great white sharks. However, like mako sharks or whale sharks, yeah, I'd probably take my chances as long as I was with somebody. Yeah,
and
it'd be crazy.
Would you do it
crazy experience?
Would you do it in a cage or free diving?
I would do it free diving. I would do it free. I don't really. I've never really bought into the myth that sharks are like these killing machines and predator. Well, they are predators, but not the killing machines of the deep or the eating machines or whatever. Would you go swimming with sharks, Sean?
Well, Matt, I don't really want to because I don't really care. And if I were at a beach, I could think of 10 other things I'd rather do than go out with sharks. I'd rather go swimming with dolphins. I'd rather just sit on the beach. It doesn't sound fun at all. But in terms of like a fear element, no, it wouldn't really bother me. I mean, the people who do get killed by sharks, it's not the people on tourist trips. It's like surfers and swimmers and things like that. So, especially in touristy areas where the sharks, I don't want to say are trained, but are kind of semi-domesticated, where they don't usually attack people. So I don't, people who are, I think anyone who goes on it like, oh, it's going to be so scary, sharks. It's like, no, you can go on it and be like, oh, sharks, neat, cool animal in the ocean. I want to check them out. I'm not buying all the hype around, oh, it's terrible, terrors of the deep, where it's like, nah, no, it's a tourist. They wouldn't put you in that situation if you were going to die. Like,
No. Because then it would, it's just basically asking for a lawsuit.
It's crazy. You don't want to do that. So, no, I'm not really interested. I'm going to pass.
Would you be inclined to hunt sharks?
No, I don't think so.
It's good because many sharks are endangered.
They are. Oh, is this where we get to the conservationist message of the show?
Sean, we had a lot of fun learning about sharks today.
That's right. Matt, why, did you just turn your chair around and straddle it? You want to rap about something here for a minute?
You got to know that many countries are now taking precautions to protect sharks.
Can we do like a PSA? I think that'd be great. Hi, I'm Sean Jennings from the Up for Debate podcast. You know, we've had a lot of laughs here tonight. But you know what's not funny? Sharks going extinct.
These majestic creatures have inhabited our planet for millions and millions of years. And only now, due to fishing, hunting, and
pollution,
destruction of their habitat, do we see the sharks finally suffering as a result.
Sharks are an important part of the ecosystem, and without them, our seas will be in great danger.
For every one human killed by a shark, humans kill approximately 2 million sharks.
I don't think that's true.
This is a PSA.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. There's nothing funny about eating sharks.
Well, I think what you meant to say was you can't believe that true statistic.
Wow, Matt, that's truly shocking. You know, Matt, in many cultures, they kill sharks and eat them for believed medical purposes, but science has shown sharks don't taste good.
Yeah, that's right. And also, speaking of sharks attacks, more people are killed by bee stings and by lightning than by shark attacks.
Matt, I literally have a list of all the things that are more likely to kill you than sharks. They include stoplight intersections, coconuts, playing football, champagne corks, tripping, raw meat, the wind, bees, horses, the cold, hot tap water, dogs, autoerotic asphyxiation, being left-handed apparently can kill you, vending machines, beds.
Wait, let's go back to that being left-handed. How can being left-handed kill you?
Some claim that about 2,500 deaths are caused every year when left-handed people attempt to use products designed for right-handed people.
How is that possible?
It's true. This is an honest-to-goodness statistic. Left-handed people are 5 times more likely than right-handed people to die in accidents. That is sourced in the New York Times.
See, because I've heard that before, and I just couldn't believe how it could be true. Like, what are left-handed? I thought it was due to like frustration and stress of living in a right-handed person's world. Was it The Simpsons? I forget who it was. There was a show that had a running joke about like a lefties only store.
Yeah, Ned Flanders opened a
yes,
a
yeah.
store.
Ned Flanders. I always kind of thought that was a pretty good idea. I mean, I myself am ambidextrous. I do certain things with my left hand and certain things better with my right hand, but I thought like a lefty only store was kind of a neat idea. Like,
the problem is, Matt, lefties only make up about 10% of the population. So
you could also buy, like, people could buy things for gifts for left-handed coworkers and friends and family members.
Yeah, I mean,
it wouldn't be like an emporium, but it would be like a little store.
A
You know.
website would make sense, but I
Okay, or a
think
website.
like a store in a mall, I'm not really buying it.
A kiosk. Not even a kiosk, Sean.
Like a catalog maybe?
Kiosk in a mall.
Do you know that people who are left-handed tend to be more affected by fear than people who use their right hands?
I feel like you made that one up.
No, that's Matt. I swear to God, a British Psychology Society. In a study, participants watched an 8-minute clip from the frightening film Silence of the Lambs. When asked to recall events, lefties were far more likely to show signs of post-traumatic stress than righties. There's a whole article about how left-handed people are different from normal people. Lefties like to drink more.
I believe that. They're probably so frustrated and mad about all the tools they can't
They need to
use.
drink.
So they try to they take it out on by drinking.
I like that.
Oh yeah. Fun fact, did you know that all sharks are left-handed?
Well, left shark.
Right, that's why we have left shark.
It makes
Boom.
perfect sense. Matt, I think saving the sharks is the opposite of a boneheaded decision. That was kind of like a Hammerhead-esque reference. Not very good. Okay, let me.
I think you've got to be a real hammerhead if you think that.
There you go.
Saving sharks is a bad idea.
Now, the fossil fuel industry is out there with their great white lies telling you we don't need to save the environment. Well, I'll tell you what, sharks are important.
Right. Sharks matter.
Take it from a couple of chums.
Where does that word come from? Chum.
Chum?
Yeah.
That's a really good question, Matt, and I'm glad you asked it.
I'm digging into it. Chum. I'm getting origins uncertain over here.
What I love, Matt, is the also known as, according to Wikipedia. Would you like to know some of these? In the UK, they call it rubby-dubby. And they also call it shirvy, burley, and bait balls.
What is this? Other
Chumming.
names for
the
sharks?
act of chumming.
Oh, okay. I thought these were nicknames for sharks.
No, they could be, though. The rubby-dubby.
That's yeah. I love the little affectionate nicknames that the British have. Did you know that almost 90% of shark attacks have involved men? Maybe they just don't like men.
Their blood are tastier. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess no one knows where it comes from.
yeah. I was looking forward to, and I abandoned that ship.
Yes.
Got back into these shark-infested waters. Looking at shark fun facts. It's hypothesized, Sean, that sharks may use the Earth's magnetic field to navigate the oceans.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of crazy sensor shit where it's like they can detect vibrations within a certain frequency. That's why they don't like environmentalists don't like the Navy and people using sonar underwater because it fucks with the sharks. They can do vibration. They obviously have funky vision stuff. They can the blood sensing stuff, the motion sensing stuff, the magnetic sensing stuff. They're crazy.
Yeah. So the ostrich lays the largest eggs on land, Sean, but it turns out the whale shark will actually lay the largest eggs in the world.
Gross.
They measure approximately 14 inches in diameter. Huge.
That is disgusting.
Eggs. Would you eat a whale shark egg, Sean?
No.
If you were paid money?
What, like a fear factor situation?
Sure.
No.
Like $50?
No.
$100?
No.
$200?
No, and I'm a man who once ate your beard hair. So
free.
For free. So don't no, absolutely not. That's awful. Now, Matt, we're just about out of time, if you can believe it.
Wow.
But I did want to hit you up with some. Would you like to hear some shark jokes?
Oh yeah, why not? Who wouldn't want some shark jokes?
Now, Matt, where do sharks go on vacation?
To New Jersey,
No, they go to
San
Finland.
Jose. Oh, Finland. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. What do you? No, that's not a good one. No, some of these are awful. What kind of shark is always gambling?
Uh, Reckless shark.
No, a card shark. That's not even clever. That's weak. Let's see here. If a shark is after you, what should you feed it?
Chum.
No, a jawbreaker. Some of these are. Oh my God, who is the most famous shark playwright?
William Sharkspeare.
Yes, these aren't even
Damn
jokes.
it.
These are
That was
these are
awful.
so weak. How did the shark plead in its murder trial?
Hungry.
Not guilty.
That.
I would like to thank the folks at
Boo.
punpedia.org for these horrifically gross jokes. What is a shark's favorite Bible story?
Jonah and the shark.
Noah's shark.
That's
That's what garbage.
yeah.
Matt, any final
You
thoughts
get
on
what
sharks?
you don't pay for.
Any lasting thoughts before we leave? Have we, in the course of the hour, have we changed your mind about sharks? Have you learned anything new about sharks? How are you feeling right now?
Sharks rule. Sharks rule, Sean. That's the message I would give you guys is sharks rule. Sharks are cool. They rule the ocean blue. Always have and always will. I'm not really sure if we came up with a favorite shark for you, Sean. Did we come up with a favorite shark?
Yeah, Matt, we talked about a lot of sharks.
We did.
We talked about a lot of sharks. And they were all pretty good. I have to say, Matt, you changed my mind a little bit. I don't think sharks are neutral. I think they're kind of interesting. I mean,
Okay.
I still wouldn't say they're like a favorite animal, or I frankly care that much, but, I care more than I did going in. And I did learn some facts.
We did. We all learned something here today.
And I think if I had to pick a favorite shark, I'm going to go with it's really tough. I think the megamouth shark was pretty dope.
The megamouth. Ah.
That thing was crazy. Or the whale shark was pretty great.
Okay.
I like the whale shark.
Okay.
I like the big goofy sharks.
Yes.
I don't want the scary sharks. I don't want the ugly sharks. I want the big goofy sharks.
The big goofy looking sharks.
Yep. Not as scary. You wouldn't make jaws around the megamouth shark. Although maybe you could with its big mouth come scoop you up. So.
I was just looking at you want to see another semi goofy looking one? Google
hell yeah.
the Greenland shark.
Greenland shark.
It's kind of it's not as goofy, but
That's a little goofy.
it's a little bit
A
goofy.
little bit goofy. Oh, this is the they eat this shark in Greenland.
Yeah,
why
it's
it's called the
apparently a very like deep diving shark. Its
my God.
eyes are kind of weird. There's a bacteria that will like follow it and attach itself to the eyes sometimes. And the bacteria that like glows in the dark, so it makes the shark look extra silly, basically.
I mean, the cool thing about sharks, and it's kind of the same about some birds, but it's like they're dinosaurs that are still around, and that's kind of neat.
Yeah, that is something that I've always found interesting about sharks is that, they have existed like on this planet as long as dinosaurs have, which is neat. It's neat to think, and also kind of creepy to think about. And you've also got, you could say the same about some alligators too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gators, and crocodiles, and that stuff. It's crazy.
Now, Matt, before we go, you wanted me to remind you about cryogenically freezing stuff?
That was an idea for a future episode.
Okay, do you want to share it here or off the air?
I'm going to share it. Let's share it off the air.
Okay.
Not to,
That's a great
tease,
tease. It's a great tease.
It is. It's something that I think we'll be seeing coming up.
All right. Now, Matt, is there anything else you'd like to say before we conclude this week's episode, this week's shark-filled episode?
So I know that we talked about sharks today, but Sean, I got to tell you, as always, I had a whale of a time. And
damn it. Damn it. We almost got out, and you just had to go back for one more.
yeah.
No, man, it truly was a whale of a time, and I hope everyone out there had as much fun as we did. People should check out our website, upfordebate.tv. It's got all the past episodes on there. The whole back catalog's there you can enjoy, and as well as all the links to where you can subscribe. Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Google Podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts, we're probably there. Check us out. You can also watch the video version on YouTube, and make sure to follow us at UpForDebateTV on Twitter, and email us upfordebatetv@gmail.com. Matt, I will also tease some of the best news in the world. Game Nights is back.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
Yes, we are.
And it's a no joke, better than ever. We are really hitting our stride after our extended hiatus. A new episode just went up on the feed last week. A new one will be up on the feed next week. Best way to get the episodes is to subscribe. GameNights.tv. Listen to Matt and myself and Colby and Dan play Dungeons and Dragons. It is legitimately fun.
Yeah. This last episode was great, and we really are kicking off to a new adventure on the high seas. Don't want to give anything else away, but definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. It's getting good.
Yeah, if you've listened to any of the past episodes and thought to yourself, this is great, but I wish they were pirates, you are in luck, sir.
Or ma'am.
Or ma'am. You're going to want to check that out at GameNights.tv. That's going to do it for us this time around, but we appreciate you being here as always. On behalf of Matt, I'm Sean. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Bless
I was really going to try and get that
comes.
done before I sneezed. I was rushing through it, if you couldn't tell, and I was like, I'm going to get, and it didn't
I thought
work
you
out.
were going somewhere with that. I thought that was going to like factor into that you're going to have like your outro.
No, I just really had to sneeze. So one more time. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. On behalf of Matt, I'm Sean. Appreciate you as always, and we'll see you next time for more great discussions here on Up for Debate.